Einstein, Darwin, Da Vinci, Shakespeare, and Mozart. The list goes on of those whose capabilities in their fields were second to none. But what links them? These are the masters, and you too can be like them. Everybody craves mastery, whether that be in sports, academics, or music. The idea that a person cannot achieve mastery throughout their life is fundamentally false. This is for two reasons. 1. Whilst all are not born with equal opportunity, the masses all have one thing in common: a body, a mind, and therefore a vessel to succeed. And secondly, all have, at one point in their life or another, a certain opportunity to overtake others in a certain subject or field. This may be physical or mental, internal or external. But let's go back to the basics. What is mastery? The word mastery is simple. As Google defines it, a comprehensive knowledge or skill in a particular subject or activity. Though commonly accepted, this suggestion of comprehension and mastery being one in the same is a fundamentally flawed idea. If you are masterful, you must be a master. And to comprehend something, you must simply be human. But don't just let me tell you. Let's look back. Who were the first masters? Whether it be those who hunted with spears, or the masses who taught the first lessons, masters have been around us for thousands of years. We have watched them, listened to them, and been them. Around 400,000 years ago, for example, we began to hunt, kill, and build in masterful fashion. This subsequently removes the stigma that the generations that preceded us were fundamentally less capable than we were. As if you think about it, our homes, our devices, and even our perceptions are based on actions of those who preceded us. It begs the question, do the masters of previous time have more of a right to the things that we own today than we do? While those who came before us are responsible for the things around us, it is our mastery today that will set in motion the conversations that are had around technology we create during our time on this floating rock. Who is to say the decisions we make today won't affect those to come for thousands of years? Were those in the past aware of their evolution and its positive effects to come? Potentially, but not certainly. Bringing mastery back to the level of us, you and the people you know. Who's to say you can't go and master something right now? The truth is, you can't. Well, not right away. So, how would one go about making the transition to a masterful existence? Here are some simplified steps that are at the core to your journey into mastery. Learn. Follow in the footsteps of others, for they will be your guidance. Practice. The repetitive nature of mastery is the key to its success. Condition. Over time, you will learn to program your brain into arranging your life flawlessly. Listen. Always take constructive criticism as a vessel for improvement. Analyze. Continue to hold yourself accountable for the decisions you make. Repeat. Rinse, repeat, and start again. A study in 2020 showed that on average, a person takes 10,000 hours to master any given skill set, whether that be swimming, violin, or painting a picture. Painting, that's an interesting skill. Famously, the painting The Great Wave by Katsushika Hakusai took around 30 years to paint. Going through various stages and designs, it was integral to Hakusai, like many other masters, to perfect what would be considered his magnum opus. Today, the number of original prints lies at around 8,000. Yes, 8,000 originals. This merely being a testament to the response evoked upon its release. But I digress. By no means is it being suggested that you must dedicate your whole life to something in particular. Only that to become masterful in something, it takes time that many others are not currently ready to free up in the hopes of beginning their journey of welcoming masterful habits into their lives. For the purpose of understanding, let's move over to music. The idea of mastery can be applied to anything that takes time or skill to master. Take music, for example. When learning the notes and chords that allow you to perfect an instrument, you may only unlock mastery when becoming competent in writing your own songs, rather than simply learning others. This point perfectly emphasizes the fundamental and only rule of mastery. It is subjective, and like art, boundaries cannot be set. If examples of mastery is what you seek to better allow your brain to understand the concept, look no further than individuals such as Mozart, Beethoven, or even Stevie Wonder. You will find one common denominator between them all, and almost anyone you look up to. Mastery. As Robert Greene once said, the problem is that we humans are deep conformists, meaning that the individual man, woman, or anyone with conscious thought relies much too heavily on herd mentality. This being why the followers outweigh the leaders in many cases millions to one. Green's theory of deliberate practice is extremely prevalent when looking to enter the world of mastery. His best-selling books, such as The 48 Laws of Power, Mastery, and The Art of Seduction, are highly recommended. Deliberate practice, for example, is exactly how it sounds. With increased action on a certain subject comes the strengthening of the neural pathways that will allow you to complete this action at a greater skill with less effort. The masters are still all around us, and always will be. Some watching this video, and if you align yourself with that title, I congratulate you. But for those aware of their lack of mastery in certain skills, I congratulate you further. For you look for growth, not comfort. Whether comprehensive or totally lacking, the skills needed to become masterful are there, in front of you. So, Why wait?